All right, folks, special edition here tonight. Just jumped in here, Sim500, and these guys been run on Friday nights here. Got some good things. I'm gonna tell you what, your eyes are not deceiving you here. Sim500 has got their Joe Gibbs Racing going on here this Sunday that you can check out on Joe Gibbs' Facebook page. Well, that's right, along with the great guys here at the Sim500. Not only that, but they got a couple of the NASCAR drivers. Denny Hamlin is out here racing it up, and right now on top of the pole here. Well, we're at Talladega Super Speedway, and that's right, Talladega, big style track here. 2.66 miles of some high bank action about to happen, and it's going to be brought to you here. OSR Network bringing it to you live tonight. And Matthew Wilsonbach, man, out there looking good in the 007 machine. As we're in the middle of qualifying, Denny Hamlin on pole, Austin Yarborough right there in second, Justin Fuller sitting in third, Brian Macklin, he's sitting in fourth. As we're about to grid these boys up here and get these guys met underway. Like I said, again, special thing here tonight. Want to appreciate these guys over at the Sim500. Let me do this because it looks like we're about to grid them up here. So these boys will take the stage. This qualifying is concluded. Let's get these guys, man, gridded up. Well, we're live here on YouTube, Facebook Live, and everything else, man, as always. Hang on one second. Get my chat here going so I can talk to y'all. There we go. I want to appreciate everybody tuning in here. We're live now. I'll be able to talk to you. Let's get to the grid in order here tonight at Talladega Super Speedway. How's that, man? Denny Hamlin, like I said, not looking at it wrong, but he's on pole. Austin Yarborough sitting in second. Justin Fuller right there in third. Brian Macklin in fourth. E.J. O'Rourke sitting in fifth. Got Rex Nelson starting sixth. Seven, Parker Klingerman right there in seventh. Got eighth place, Don Roberts. Jose Gonzalez becomes Speedy Gonzalez in ninth. 10, Matthews in 10th. We look to the rest of this field. Oh, it's a who's who here at the Sim500. And I'm so used to saying Monday night, but this is the Midnight Truck Series here that they run here every Friday night. That's a good one. So I was got done with the other one early, came over, said why not bring it up here. Well, if anybody on the tune in, because coming this Sunday night on Joe Gibbs' Facebook page, you're going to see the Sim500 presents to you the Joe Gibbs Winter Series. It's going to be brought to you live. It's going to be awesome. What's up, our zombie? That's right. We got some good drivers out here. What's a good looking field as we look to the rest of these guys here. 32, as I always say, some bad fast competitors, bad fast drivers, and some bad fast trucks around a bad fast monster track here. 2.66 miles of super speedway action about to take place here as these guys are gridding it up here tonight. And again, like I say, on pole, that's right, Denny Hamlin out there putting it up front along with many of the other ones. Now Justin Fuller, he's right there. Justin Fuller, we know him. He's got that popcorn machine. Well, I'm up here in the booth by myself here tonight, but that won't take away from the action we're about to see here live around this track. 55 laps these guys will put on here, and it's going to be door handle to door handle, side by side, nose to tail, as they will storm around this 2.66 mile track of Talladega Super Speedway. We're about to get set here as the pace cars coming down the lonely straight there, the back stretch here of Talladega, the super stretch. What's going on, Donnie? How you doing? I appreciate it, man. As always, figured out your team speak. Absolutely great. Good deal. Wow. Yeah, I was trying to get a talk in with you. Want to appreciate everybody out there because we're live here on YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch. And seems like we got several people across the board. As always, pace cars coming in. We're going to keep this thing, man, action-packed and tooth and nail here, as we always can. As I want to appreciate and I thank Joey Katina, man out there, definitely letting me call this one. as I, like I say, got done. And don't mind calling these races, man. If I can get them done early enough, why not? Nice. So here we go. Pace cars coming out of turn 4, and it's going to let these guys, some of the best here in iRacing and the Sim500 have to offer. And not only that, some of the best in real NASCAR racing here tonight. Pace cars in. Man up front, Denny Hamlin's going to take us to the line, and the green flag slowly but comes to the line there as Justin Fuller, he's another one, going to be right on his back deck lid as they come with a slow 65 mile an hour pace. Green flag's about to fly at Talladega. Sim500, Hamlin takes him to the front. 382 machine of Austin on the outside. Justin Fuller, he is glued. They're all 2x2 stacked going into turn number 1. Well, you want to talk about, man, a fight. They are a fight because this is a awesome track put together. Talladega brings about it some different strategies in these trucks. Look at Justin Fuller as they storm off down the bad stretch there as E.J. O'Rourke, he is trying to take it on the inside of Austin and try to take that spot. High line looking like he's trying to get in. Hamlin, he's up there in the groove though. He's out front with that 99 machine looking very good, but he's got a man behind him on his back deck lid, Justin Fuller. But look up high comes Austin on the outside as they'll take it door to door as they storm off out of turn number 4, heading into turn 1 to complete lap number 1 of 55 in the books here tonight. And that man up front, Hamlin, still there along with Justin Fuller behind him. E.J. O'Rourke in fourth. Austin right there. Oh, E.J. a little bit off the pace, had to get out of it. Drops back out of line. That's going to bring the 30 machine, though. Brian Macklin up front as they 4 trucks up high, 5 trucks down low. Coming out of turn number 4 as they're going to, out of turn 2 down the back stretch here. Complete this lap. Look at that. Parker Klingerman right there. He's got the 75. You got the Toyota powered machines coming to the front, but you got a couple Chevys there, man, looking good up top. And you got Justin Fuller right there on his back deck lid, clawing at everything he can get. Under caution here already. See what happens. Put me on Stevie Minson in the back here. Boy, they were almost 3 wide back there in the back. Oh, yeah, they got together. The 96 Stevie Minson and company back there. Oh, and it looks like the 005 got involved too. They're definitely under heavy damage. But Stevie Minson, man, all tore up here at Talladega. Let's go back on the replay one more time. Check out what happened to them. Well, I want to appreciate everybody tuning in here. Checking this out live. Let's go back one more time. Check that out one more time. See what happened here. Won't be able to get any interviews in or anything like that. Like I said, this was kind of a last minute kind of a. I know these guys run. I always run in a little time. Look at that. They were 3 wide back there. 31 up high, 96 in the middle of Stevie Minson, and the 12 machine right there. They come out of the turn. And I don't know if it's net code. They just got together, him and the 76 did, of Rex Nelson. And around goes a lot of other trucks, hard to the wall here at Talladega. Bad thing about it, no fast fixes, so that's going to put an end to their night. Hate to see that. Cody Welker out there also. Well, your eyes are not deceiving you at one bit, folks. As yes, that is Denny Hamlin up front. Man, as got that 99 machine looking good. Right behind him, the 382. Brian Wortman. That's right. Where's Brian at? Let's see if we can find old Brian out here. Justin Fuller goes into his pit stall. Let's see where old Brian is right fast for you. Brian Wortman. Hang on just a second. We'll find him in a slew of it. He's back at 26th spot right now in the 89 machine. What's going on, William, out there? Want to appreciate everybody's tuning in here tonight. Talladega Super Speedway. It's a very good race on hand so far. And these guys definitely already putting it around this Super Speedway track. They were getting dicey up front there. That 382 machine of Austin Yarborough. Brian Macklin right there sitting in third. Jose Gonzalez. Hang on to it. Got the meatball submachine looking good as he's storming around this track. Chris Gaboo right there. Bobby Maiden, he's sitting in 6th. Jonathan Lockhart 7th. Don Robertson 8th. James McKee, he's looking good too. Chad Coleman rounds out the top 10. So a lot of these guys are looking very, very good. There's Matthew Walzenbach in there. Paul Nicholas Cooper in the mix here also. Steve Gottschalk. We know a lot of these guys from the Sim500 Monday Night Money Winter Series, which, hey, we'll be back with them again starting in February to bring you all the action for the Cup cars for the Sim500 Monday Night Money Series there in the Cup cars starting in February. And also Wednesday nights, we'll be bringing the truck action to you. WCIparts.com. That's right, the Sim500, WCIparts.com. Starting around March of next year, we'll be bringing the action to you here on OSR Network. And up front still, Denny Hamlin. I've done one other race before at ExtremeMotorsports99.com that Denny Hamlin actually was in. And it was awesome to see that. Got him on Twitter there. He actually replied back to me. So a good guy, man. Definitely got a very fast car out there. And I know he went through a lot of controversy here in NASCAR, but hey, that's okay. Man knows how to drive a Toyota-powered machine out there when he's out in his NASCAR ride. Parker Klingerman out here also. Austin Yarborough looking good. I mean, it's a who's who of Sim500 here tonight. And I want to appreciate everybody tuning in and checking this thing out as we're under caution here. Huge wreck in the back. Like I say, I'm up here by myself here tonight. And again, I hope Joey out there is definitely checking out all this awesome action racing so far. As these boys, man, from the Sim500 here, definitely doing it big here. What's going on, Token? Appreciate the follow out there. As lights are still on the pace car, we're about to still set to go back green flag racing here in probably another few minutes here. I have to give them just a few to get going. All right. Wow. Absolutely. Well, you know, if you like a lot of the NASCAR guys, check it out. I believe it's going to be on Joe Gibbs Racing Facebook page this Sunday night. You can check out the Sim500 is actually doing the Joe Gibbs series, and it's going to be an awesome one, man. There you're going to see a lot of some great some of the Joe Gibbs drivers. It's a winter series there. I think you're going to be tuned in to Race Spot. I believe they're the ones going to be bringing it to you. Maybe I can talk them into maybe let me commentate one of them. That would be kind of cool. I always loved it. But I've commentated a couple races that Denny Hamlin, or actually a race that Denny Hamlin has been in before. He's a regular out here along with Tony Stewart. Did one the other day with one of the dirt track guys. Absolutely, Lewis. Midnight. Rex Nelson, Stevie Minson, absolutely. All right, good there. That is the real Denny and the real Parker. You're all right, John Daniels. Absolutely. No fake names in here. But they are the real actual drivers, and the reason is because Sim500 is sponsoring a race right now. What's up, Ed Burrell? How you doing? No doubt about it. Well, like I say, I just kind of joined in. I got done with my other broadcast a little early, saw them, and I know Joey Katina here, one of the owners at Sim500, been asking me if I could do them. I don't mind if I can get them done. If I get done early enough, my other one on Friday, I'll jump up in here and do these things. Absolutely, it'd be a good one here. As they're in the middle of it's a little short series that they're having here. You know, Matthew Walzenbach, I always call him the restrictor plate ringer king, so to speak. Man, actually comes up in here, and a lot of guys, man, we see a bunch of the steel horse racing guys out there. There you go, Lewis. Come on in. Check out Sim500 on iRacing. Sim500 in the league section. And if I'm not mistaken, Sim500.net, I believe it is. Maybe one of the other guys like Ed out there, or Stevie Minson or somebody could actually go. 50 to go. It's only a 55 lap race out here. Very short, kind of a sprint style run. But hey, anybody knows it can be a wild one here. Talladega Super Speedway. You got the super stretch here. Nice facility. They can get up to some bad fast, awesome speed. I call them the monster trucks out here. And he's got that Toyota power out front there. Denny Hamlin. Nice. Oh, Josh, you'll do just fine, man. All right, here we go. Pace car lights are off. We're about to set to go back. Green flag racing. Denny Hamlin out front. Austin Yarborough starting second. Brian Macklin starting third. Jose Gonzalez in fourth. And Chris Gaboo right there in fifth. As the pace car's coming around, you get us set to go back to green flag. When they cross that line, it'll be 49 to go. Pace cars out of turn 4 here at the Talladega. This is the other plate track here that you got to be very mindful and very, very careful at. Here we go. Pace car slowly but surely at the 65-mile-an-hour pace. Bringing them all in. Pace car ducks off on pit road. And that man in the 99 machine up front, Hamlin's going to take us to the line, along with a lot of other ones here. Austin Yarborough sitting in second. Here we go. Brian Macklin, he's sitting in third. Green flag in the air, and boy, Denny got a good jump right there, but I'll tell you what, Austin did not. Don't want to get too far out there because these guys will storm right by you, just like you're sitting still in that Toyota-powered machine. He got fanned out very good, but that's not going to take long. Single file up front, nose to tail. It won't take long for him to run down that 99. Look at the run that 30 gets. He goes to the high side on the back stretch here. He's looking to try to take it to the point as he'll go door to door with the man there in the 99. He's got help with a 382 there of Austin on the inside. 2 trucks low, 4 trucks high. Jose, he left him out, but the 30 took his dancing partner away. Now you got 3 and 3 up top. Well, they are side by side duking it out. Coming out of turn number 4 here, the 30 machine there of Brian Macklin. As he storms out of turn 4, he's going to lead this thing as of right now, but Jose Gonzalez, the meatball machine, is storming to the front. He's got help behind him with a 25. They come into a drag race to the line this time by, and I'm going to tell you, that time by, Brian Macklin led that lap. Denny Hamlin is glued to his back tailgate, though, as you still got 3 down low. The 382 machine right there of Austin Yarborough looking very good. Up high, you got 3 trucks. Jose Gonzalez falling off the pace just a little bit, but you got to worry about that second pack coming into play as they are coming up through there. Look at these trucks up front right now as they are glued right on top of each other. Then you got Chevy, Toyota out front. Chevy's up front, Toyota's behind him. Hamlin looks on the high side of it. He's got help by Jose. He's got help also by Austin Yarborough. They take it high. Jose's there. 3 up high, 3 to get it. That 99 takes it to the front. Wow, look at a power move by that Toyota. That was an awesome move with the 382 of Austin as they take that thing back to the front. Don't count out, though, that man up high in the 26. Call him Speedy Gonzalez as the 2 trucks get away just a little bit. Toyota-powered machine right there. Chevy behind them, though, and that's actually Brian Macklin right there. He's got a good run, though, with Chris Gaboo and Bobby Maiden. This is one of these tracks right here. Anybody could win this thing. Look at that. Up high, they're going to split. Jose in the middle. As you see the Oreo machine there coming to the front. Nice run. What's going on, Joey? Appreciate it. Absolutely. Sim500.com. That's where you go and check it out. www.sim500.com. Check those guys out if you want to race with them. If you're interested in getting involved with an awesome league, definitely check these boys up. Battle for the front. Here comes the outside, storming back to life as the 30 machine of Brian Macklin is trying to bring the freight train to the front. He does. Door slamming right there a little bit as they're going to come out of the turn. 46 to go this time by that high line as they come down the back stretch there. The 30, he's got help, and he's got a slew of trucks as they are dicing around and dancing chance. And Hamlin out front, though, still got this one in tow. The 382 of Austin, he's got him in help right there, and he's got another truck behind him. The 15 there, Bobby Maiden. But look at that high line. It's trying to get it going. Whoa, look at that. Austin says, not so fast. I'm going to bring the Toyota machine to the front. Drag race to the line. Who's going to get it? I don't know. They're coming out of the... They're going to come out of the stretching, excuse me a minute, coming across the line, and I'm going to think Austin held that one right there. What's going on? Absolutely, John. Definitely a powerhouse move on his end, but look at the powerhouse of the 382 there of Austin. Yarborough bringing it to the front. Hamlin all glued to his back deck lid on the inside. Boy, they are doing some side drafting. Channel lock machine right behind him. The 15 of Bobby Maiden looking very good. There's 3 wide on the top side. Jose Gonzalez in the middle. 9 there. Chad Coleman coming up to the front. Oh boy, it's going about to get business as usual here as they storm out of turn 4. They are 3 wide coming to the line this time by. 3 wide in the backside back there. Hold on to your hats. Hold on, drivers, because this field is bunched together. They are 2 wide up front, 3 wide behind them, coming into turn 1. Look at the high line rumble to the top. 75 machine there. Parker Klingerman is bringing Chad Coleman along with him to the party. He's got that Toyota humming up top right there with the 26 of Jose Gonzalez. Chris Caboo, he's looking very good himself. The 382 of Austin out front by a nose. Brian Macklin, at this point, anybody's ball game, but look at Parker. He is storming to the front. Chad Coleman's glued to the back of him. 3 wide behind him. 2 sets deep right there. As they come out of turn 4, they're complete with 44 to go. Be 43 to go this time by. Austin Yarborough out front. Denny Hamlin right glued to his back deck lid. Brian Macklin, he is on the outside, but he's got help too. Behind them, look at the high line come to life. You've got, look at that. That is Paul Nicholas Cooper up high. The 06 machine along with him there. Brian Daly and Parker Klingerman along with Chad Coleman trying to bring that thing 3 wide. Denny Hamlin moves to the high side. He's going to try to take to the point. He's got help. There's still 3 wide, 2 wide up front. Hamlin moves to the outside trying to take the lead. Can't get it done as Austin Yarborough storms out of the turn. They are side by side, 2 by 2, stuck together like glue. 382 up front, 99 up side of him. You also got Bobby Mason right there as they come across this line. It is again another drag race to the front side. Who's going to have this one as they cross the line? Looks like Hamlin's going to take it to the point. That 99 machine has that one on the groove. Boy, right now, though, but the powerhouse at the inside of Austin. He says, not so fast. I got a bad hot rod out here tonight, and I'm coming for you there, Hamlin. Not a problem. He's got Bobby Maiden right glued to his back end of the 15. Look at that. You got about 5 cars down low storming into turn 1. You got about 6 or 7 up high coming out of turn number 1. It is a dogfight of a mess up front. Hamlin's trying to split it. Hold on to it. Don't want to get clipped. Boy, they are doing some definitely drafting as they come across to the line. They complete it with 42 to go. As they'll come across the line, will be 41 to go this time by. The 30 machine splits them. Are they going to put Hamlin in the middle? No, he drops low, takes it in front of Austin right there. Nice. Absolutely, Dave. What's going on, Dave Everly? Late night racing here tonight at Talladega Super Speedway as these boys are storming the life with a Sim500. The 99, he is breaking drafts left and right. Denny Hamlin moving all over. 3 wide behind him as the 30 machine there. That's actually Brian Macklin, who is helping him out a whole lot. Hamlin is definitely knowing how to work the draft, but look on the inside at that powerhouse switch machine. And that's actually a 382 of Austin Yarborough bringing it on the inside there. Brian Mackley, he is sitting on the backside of him in the number 30. And you got Jose Gonzalez. Matthew Wazenbach. Hang on, I told you, folks. He is actually a plate track king here. I call him one of the super plate track men here. And he's up to 6 in the 007 machine. He's working that high side. They're coming up on a lap truck right now. Got to be very careful as you still got Hamlin out front. Brian Macklin right there behind him. Austin Yarborough in third. Jose Gonzalez fourth. Bobby Maiden sitting in fifth. Matthew Walzenbach right there. Well, they are tight. 30 gets a little bit jiggly and loose as he heads up the track there. You got to hang on to that thing because it's going to get very dicey. See Matthew Walzenbach. Whoa, Jose Gonzalez almost gets tapped and in the wall right there. You got that messed it up back there as they went 3 wide. Got a little dicey. Denny Hamlin moves out of the pack. The 6 machine right there. Jonathan Lockhart puts it up front. As actually Austin Yarborough is out front leading this one. Bobby Maiden in a 15, but they are still 2 by 2 coming out of the turn here. You got Hamlin up top, 6 machine there down low. Jonathan Lockhart right there holding his own. They're going to go to the front. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to tell you the 382 gets moved out 4 wide down the back stretch. They're heading into turn 3. 4 wide going into turn 3, and they're wrecking. Hamlin's around. It's a huge one up front. Wow. Oh, that one started up front when they went 4 wide up front. You gotta hate, man, what happened right there. Wow. Let's go back on the replay and see what happened because that one started right up front. Let's go back one more time right here on these guys. Wow. They were getting very racy, very dicey up front. It came out of the turn. They went 4 wide. Looks like the 382 of Austin Yarborough. He got way down on the apron. And they came 4 wide heading into that turn. Hamlin was up top. And I think he went to low. The 6 was there. Spotter didn't tell him. Over with in the wall. 9's around. Oh, boy, I tell you what, the 75 machine, a little bit of damage there. Hate to see it. The big one happening here at Talladega. Bunch of trucks tore up. It's a junkyard, but it was some good racing going on up front. Wow. Yeah, they were definitely getting very, very dicey up front. Well, that puts Jose Gonzalez up there. Matthew Walzenbach makes it through that mess of cars. Now, here's the bad thing, and don't know how tore up the trucks are out here, but you've got to look. No fast fixes. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. No fast repairs here in this league, so it's definitely going to be something. And Matthew does have some damage on the nose. Maybe we can get that thing knocked out and get that truck back out there running. As the 10 machine, great looking machine right there. That's Jason Kaiser. As we're gonna look here, Chad Cole. Everybody on pit road, except for Jose. Jose stayed out. Jose, he thinks he's got this thing going. Well, I want to appreciate people coming out here tonight, viewing and checking in this awesome race. Kind of a impromptu special event here I'm doing. Sim500, don't mind it. And actually, you know, I do the league here at OSR Network for these guys on Monday night. The Sim500 Monday Night Money Winter Series in the truck, as a matter of fact. So, if you want to see some more truck in action, check these guys out on Monday night. Definitely a great league if you're interested in joining up. We'll be starting up the Cup Series. That's right, they're bringing the bad boys there. The NASCAR Series and iracing, the A car, the Cup Series. Gen 6 machines will be coming to life to the Sim500 Monday Night Money Series, and starting in February. Ought to be awesome. And if you want to see some awesome, talented NASCAR drivers along with some of the best at the Sim500, tune in every Sunday night here for, I think, for about 7 weeks or so on a... He might. Never tell. But check out over on Joe Gibbs Racing Facebook page live. They're going to have what they call the Sim500 Joe Gibbs Invitational Winter Series. It'll be something that's going to be very interesting. And I'll be tuning in, hopefully, to check it out and watch it and whatnot. Maybe at some point I can get out there, man, and call one of these awesome races for them right there. Love watching. I've seen a lot of Denny Hamlin running. As a lot of guys, man, see a lot of the real NASCAR drivers run here in iRacing. Hey, you know, Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s run here. Tony Stewart's out in the dirt a lot running. and whatnot. Denny Hamlin being out here tonight was really good. Parker Klingerman out here doing very good, but you can't take anything away from these guys of the Sim500. It's iRacing, and anything can happen. This is one of these restrictor plate races out here that definitely can. It's one of these races where you've got to be on top of your game, and if not, guess what? You can forget about it. When you talk about Parker Klingerman, he is back in 22nd position right now, along with Chad Cole, who was sitting 23rd, Matthew Wasmach 24th, Rex Nelson back there in 25th. Unfortunately, Denny Hamlin caught in that wreck up front there. He's sitting 27th, 2 laps down, along with Jonathan Lockhart, Bobby Wetzel, Cody Welker, Stevie Minson out of this one, and Jeff Ryan also. E.J. O'Rourke, he's out of this one. Don't take away, though, man, Jose Gonzalez up front. He's definitely, man, got one here tonight that can get this thing done. And again, want to appreciate everybody stepping in here. We're live here, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. People, man, all across all the avenues here live tonight, bringing this thing, Sim500. They call this their midnight truck series. That zombie said, "You going to bed now?" I hear you. Yeah, hey, well, you know, I usually step late anyway, so there you go. Well, here we go, man. These guys, man, right now, Jose Gonzalez up front, Bobby Maiden sitting in second, Tim Matthews right there, Brian Macklin, that's another one. He's been able to bring that 30 machine up there and do some awesome things. Old Joe Hudson, Chris Gabood, Justin Fuller, Steven, Paul Nicholas Cooper, and Brian Wortman. Check it out. Brian Wortman up to 10th place already. Hey, anybody can steal the win here at Talladega. I always call this a wild card style race because anybody can come up here and boom, it's over with. You never know. Well, like I said, we're OSR Network. We're off tomorrow night. We're in our off season for the Saturday night. Racing Freak Sim Racing League, sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience, who if you're in the Pocono, Pennsylvania area and you want to know what it's like, so could be on the Facebook side, man. Who knows on that side? Actually, I can let me do this right fast. See if that helps you out a little bit. Lower down the bit rate just a little bit. Yeah, I can't stress on the Facebook side. Definitely don't know what happens on that end, but definitely I can control everything on the YouTube side, though. There you go, William. Well, let me know how it looks on the Facebook side. Well, here we go. Jose Gonzalez up front. Bobby Maiden right there out alongside of him. Tim Matthews is going to start this one in third spot. Brian Macklin, he is still up front with Justin Fuller right there in fifth. He is, well, you know, the one thing about this track, though, is you don't have to have a lot of tires out there, Charlie. And it's one of those things where it comes and goes. I should have probably took the 1080 off of this stream, but if I do that, I'll kill everything, so we'll do it next time. Here we go. Put lights off on the pace car. We're getting set to go back racing again here, folks. There's a lot of these guys out here. It seems like Matthew Wazenbach's back out there. Parker Klingerman's out there. Chad Cole's back. Chad Coleman's back. So you got the Chad and Chad show back there in the back. I don't take nothing away from that man in that 26, Jose Gonzalez. I know that. I call him Speedy Gonzalez. Hey, and if you're in the Puerto Rico area and you want a good meatball sub and you see his truck running around, if you can catch his truck because he's very fast and fast at making sub sandwiches, check him out in the Puerto Rico area, because that man actually has a food truck that's called I think Speedy Gonzalez or Got Meatball Sub or something like. He told me one time and I forgot. My bad. I have to get with him again. Here we go. Pace cars in. What's going on? Many things. How are you out there? Pace car's in. They're going to bring it to the line very, very slowly at 65 miles an hour before they fly the green flag here for the Sim500 Talladega Super Speedway. Man up front, Jose Gonzalez will bring them to the point. Green flag in the air. The 15, though, that man up front, Bobby Maiden, right there, he is trying to take it to the point to head into turn number 1. They are still stacked 2 by 2, heading into turn 1 up high. That man out front, Jose Gonzalez, got maybe a nose right there. Chevy versus Toyota. Man, I'm going to tell you what, the move Justin Fuller did to go high and wide, but he stuck that truck in there very, very sound like. The 51, Justin Fuller, he's got help along with the 30 there. O'Brien, he's also got the man behind him in the 25 machine. That's Chris Gaboo. He's got 3 or 4 trucks high. Paul Nicholas Cooper, Brian Daly coming in the mix. Look at that high side coming to life, coming out of turn 4. They'll complete lap 34 here. Will be lap 33. You've got Toyota down low of the 15. You've got the 30 machine up high in a Chevy. As man, look at Fuller. Push him to the line. Jose Gonzalez not quite close enough. We're going to see if the 30, though, man, O'Brien leaves his dancing partner as they come across into turn number 1. Can't quite get down low, but it looks like, yes, they did. The 51 of Justin Fuller and that man up front, the 30 of Brian Macklin, they snuck those trucks right down there in the front nose of the man out there in the 15 of Bobby. As look at the high line come to life, 3 wide behind them. They split them. Jose Gonzalez says, I'll come and help you out there, buddy. Not a problem. 3 wide, double time behind them. Up high, Paul Nicholas Cooper, Brian Daly, and he's got help behind him as Don Roberts, I believe that is. You've got Jose sitting in the middle, as I don't think they're going to stay 3 wide for long. As you definitely got these trucks, man, they are glued together. Jose, he's doing a side draft. Can't get right there in the hole that he needs. Brian out front in that 30 machine as definitely hauling the mail as the 51 of Justin Fuller. 3 wide behind them. Still 2 times back right there as a single file up front. It definitely is a storm coming down the bad stretch. 32 to go this time by. And we've got kind of 2 sets of packs here. But look at that middle groove. Not giving up. Speedy Gonzalez, Jose got help by the 25 of Chris Gaboo. They're going to push each other to the front. They still stacked up and locked together. Coming out of turn 2, they'll be 3 wide. They're going to clear that top side. Think about it. Maybe take that thing and actually get these 2 trucks and make them actually only go 2 wide as the high lines coming to life. The 30's out front. Justin Fuller right behind them. Coming across the line, Brian leads that lap, though. It puts us with 31 to go. What's up, Charlie? No doubt about it. Need to get you a wheel out here. And here we go, the 30 machine of Brian Macklin. He's up front. Justin Fuller right behind him. Bobby Maiden right there in the 15 machine. He's sitting in 3rd. But it's anybody. It's a who's who. It's Justin Fuller pulled it to the front. He went high and wide right in the front. He's got help, though, from the 15 of Bobby. They're going to stay up high, though, with the number 26 of Jose. Then they both drop down low as they're going to take it to the front side. They're still double time coming out of turn 4. Whoa, 15 goes with Jose. 3 wide in the back, sitting back there. They're mixing it up a little bit. Paul Nicholas Cooper gets shoved out of the mix as they are actually coming across out of the tri-oval to come across the line. Brian will take that lap. Actually, Justin Fuller, excuse me, he leads at that time with Jose glued to his back deck lid in turn 1. 3 wide coming out of turn 2. Brian Daly up high in the middle right there. Look at the 54 come to life. Tim Matthews, though, and the 25 of Chris Gaboo. 3 wide for the lead, folks, as they come to the start. And they coming into turn number 3. They will be 3 wide. Jose down low. Justin Fuller right in the middle. Up high, Paul Nicholas Cooper. Look at these right there trucks battling it out coming out of turn 4. They step it back down, though, to 2 wide coming out of turn 4. Whoa, Jose Gonzalez off the pace. He's going down pit road very, very, very fast like. I don't know if he got loose and actually just shoved him off down in the pit road there. Don't know what happened. 30 to go, and they crossed the line. 29 to go when they crossed the line that time. Justin Fuller still leading the charge here with a 15 of Bobby Maiden right all over his back end. Got a Chevy front Toyota powered machine coming to life on the inside. Now look at that 30. He's going to get a good bump draft along with Tim Matthews. Couple Toyotas hooked up low, couple Chevys hooked up high. Paul Nicholas Cooper takes it 3 wide in the 18. Wow. Yeah, that's right. He needed a pit, needed to get some good tires out there. 3 trucks, 4 trucks high as they come out of turn 4. They still will be side by side, locked together like glue. Look at this race so far up front. Bobby Maiden has got that 15 machine along with Justin Fuller right all over his back deck lid. Actually on the outside of him, excuse me. Brian Macklin is back there trying to push Fuller to the front. Paul Nicholas Cooper's up high. The 54 machine. Tim Matthews down high. What's up, man? TJ, how you doing? Charlie, what's going on that out there, man? Right now, you've got about 4 trucks high, 5 or 6, man, down low as I slew a pack of wild animals coming in a turn 3 here. 28 laps to go here at Talladega Super Speedway, Sim500. We're at the Midnight Truck Series here. These guys are definitely midnighting it and running the mail out. 4 trucks high. Justin Fuller has got his hands full with that 51 machine. He goes down low. He goes to the point, though. He's got the 15 machine behind him. And Bobby Maiden, wow. It could come down to fuel. You're right. Look at this up front, though. 3 out of turn 4. They are still stacked up side by side. Coming down to the bad stretch. 51 machine of Justin Fuller along with the 30 there of Brian Macklin. He's got the 18 Paul Nicholas Cooper glued to his back deck lid. So 4 trucks up high, 4 trucks down low. They're all side by side going into turn 3. They're using that draft very, very well, keeping off of each other. Keep them trucks right now kind of cool. As you can see, man, look at a 15 though. He is stuck with a tailgate party on the back end of that 51 of Justin Fuller. And looking very, very good right now, along with the 30 up high, along with Paul Nicholas Cooper and the 18 machine heading into turn 1. There's still 4 up high, 4 trucks there, 4 down low. As the 30, he takes about a half truck lead to the front with Paul Nicholas Cooper hooked to his back end. You got another one, Bobby Maiden right there, 3 wide. Paul Nicholas thinks about taking it that way. He's got no helpers, nobody following him right now. He's going to drop like a rock in water. Justin Fuller breaking the draft. He goes with a 30 high. The problem is that brings the inside lane along with him. Tim Matthews, he is clawing his way to the front. Look at these trucks right now jumping around all over the place and doing it big time as Justin Fuller has a bad fast motor under that Chevy powered machine as they come out of the tri-oval and across the finish line here. For this lap will be 25. Justin Fuller leads that one with a 30 of Brian Macklin tucked up to his back end here. The 15 rumbles to the inside, though, out of turn 2. He's got help by Tim Matthews at a 54. That 15 of Bobby Maiden right there. He's got a very, very powerhouse Toyota. 2 Toyotas, and then you got 2 Chevrolets. So it's Chevy Toyota battling up front. Superiority right now to see who actually, man, has this thing going on. 4 up high, 3 down low. As they come to the line this time by with 25 to go, you still got Justin Fuller by a nose out front with the 30 machine right there glued to the back end. And he's going to lead that lap with 24 to go this time by at Talladega Super Speedway here. So up front, just give you an update on some of the other drivers that were involved in some of the wrecks earlier on. Matthew Wassenbach has moved himself back up to 19th. Along with Parker Klingerman was moved up to 20th, and Denny Hamlin 9 laps down back in 26th, but they're still running out there. Chad Cole 21st. Actually, you know, we can do this, but it's going to be very hard at this track. Let's do what we like doing, our OSR Network run down order. That man right there right now is out front leading this one, Justin Fuller. 3rd place man, Brian Macklin. We got the 2nd place though, Bobby Maiden right there. 5th place, Tim Matthews. And you're sitting there 4th place. Don Roberts, though, 6th place. James McKee looking very good. Up high, Kriska Blue bringing it to the high side in 6th right now. 8th place man, Paul Nicholas Cooper's lost the draft just a little bit. He got shoved outside. 9th place there, Joe Hudson looking good in his Trans Service Machine. That's going to be the title sponsor, by the way, for the Sim500 Monday Night Money Series coming in February. Behind him, Jonathan Cadell, that's right, Steel Horse Racing's own right there. 10th place. Behind him, Steve Gottschalk in the Earthmobile in 11th. Behind him, 12th place, Brian Workman. And we got a car spinning. Wait a minute. We got a bunch of them spinning up here. Nope, actually nobody's spinning. It was a car that was off the pace just a little bit. Well, let's keep going with our rundown order. 10th place man, Brian Workman. 11th place there, Jason Swan looking good. Behind him in 14th, that's Nicholas Caldwell in the 13th spot. 14th, you got Stefan right there in 14th. 15th place, Chad Cole. Don Roberts coming into pits. KC Duncan 17th. Behind him, Matthew Wassenbach in 18th. 19th, Parker Klingerman right there. A little tore up. 20th, Chad Cole. E.J. O'Rourke, no, Rex Nelson in 21st. And several trucks right now off the pace. Like I say, hard to do a rundown, but there's E.J. O'Rourke in 24th position right now. Just not where he wants to be. And let's take us back up front, because I think we're on the green flag stops here, folks, as they got a good slew of cars up here up front. Justin Fuller still is on the high side there. He's got help by that 30 machine there of Brian Macklin, who is trying to do everything he can. On the inside, Bobby Maiden right there along with Tim Matthews in the 54. So 4 trucks high, and you're right, 21 to go. We got some green flags, pit stop. No doubt about it. Fast Eddie. Definitely check this thing out, sim500.com. Check these boys out, man, as always. All right, well, William, what's going on? Yeah, you got to have a PC for this right here. It's iracing.com, bringing it to you live here at Talladega Super Speedway, OSR Network, online simracingnetwork.com, bringing you all this action right now. Is up front, that 51 machine of Justin Fuller. He's going door to door, coming out of the turn there, along with a 15 machine of Bobby Maiden. They'll go duking it out right now, along with Tim Matthews behind them, as there's definitely nose to tail storming down the back stretch. There's still 2 by 2, 3 trucks low. Look at that Toyota powered machine of the 15. He's got Tim Matthews glued on his back end, and the Oreo machine there along with him right there. That's the 111 of James McKee. He is hooked up to him. So 3 high, 3 low. That's your front runners right now, along with well, it shows Paul Nicholas Cooper, but Justin Fuller up front. You definitely got Bobby Maiden right there glued on his back end. And that number 15, actually Bobby Maiden, excuse me, down low, the 30th of Brian Macklin, that's glued to his back end. And on the back there, Chris Gaboo, the 25. Boy, they almost touched coming out of the turn. They got very, very dicey as they storm down the back stretch. They still will go side by side, 3 high, 3 low, as they head off into turn number 3. Man up high, the 51, Justin Fuller. He's got that popcorn machine of the Chevy out front, but don't count that Toyota bad fast machine on the inside of the 15. Bobby Maiden, he's got help by Tim Matthews as they storm out of turn number 4, heading to the line. It's going to be a drag race of who's who. They come out of the tri-oval, and you got to come out of the tri-oval here at Talladega. Come across the line, who had it? And I'm going to tell you, that was Bobby by inches right there. It is still anybody's ball game with 18 laps to go here at Talladega Super Speedway. As right now, out front, that 15 and the Toyota machine is looking very good of Bobby. And he's got Tim Matthews there. Earlier on, we had Denny Hamlin was up front and was giving everything he had with Parker Klingerman. Unfortunately, they just got involved in a wreck earlier on here Hate to see it. I'll tell you what, looks like Justin Fuller's going to duck in line, because I think these guys are going to have to think about pit stops. And I think you're going to see every one of them come down pit road at the same time as they go single file. And look at that. It is a freight train coming out of the turn right there, crossing the line. Will be 17 to go. I just got a feeling that pit stops is going to be the utmost importance right now for these guys to be able to get done out here. So just look at this so far. Bobby Maiden has got that 15, and he's looking good. Well, right now, since they're nose to tail, let's go back here and look. Brian Wortman right there in that 89 machine. He is right there on the back end of Joe Hudson. Joe Hudson, who is sitting in the 7th and 8th place, they need a little bit of help. They need one of these other trucks to come up behind them and help them out and get back up there. There's Nicholas Caldwell. As we ride along with him on the inside, he's got Stefan right behind him, actually right to the side of him. Chad Cole, though, he's got a front row seat to this one as the 119 machine. Got to hang on to it just for a second. Got several cars, trucks out of this one tonight. Just unfortunate because, well, we had the semi-mini big one, so to speak, up front. Well, I appreciate everybody, man. Late notice joining in here, man, tuning into this one. KC Duncan right there. He's got Jonathan Cadell right behind them, along with Steve Gottschalk, Jason Swan there, Matthew Walzenbach. First truck a lap down. Here comes Justin Fuller. Well, they're about to put these guys a lap down. Wow, they just went around that pack like they were sitting still. You got to look. Chad Coleman, he's a man lap down along with Matthew Walzenbach. They just don't have the truck and speed after getting caught up in the wreck earlier on. Rex Nelson there, Jose Gonzalez, and EJ O'Rourke. And here comes all these guys storming off down on the pit road to get their pit stops done here tonight. And it looks like Matthew Walzenbach just blew it up. I think that thing expired on him, and it's a done deal. Well, that takes us back to, let's go back up here. Justin Fuller and Brian Macklin have just completed their stop with 15 to go. That puts Stefan up front. Chad Cole right there along with them. You got Justin Fuller going to be in third along with Brian Macklin. KC right there along with them. Definitely something, man, to look at. Well, I want to appreciate everybody, man, tuning in here. Impromptu race here tonight. Sim500 midnight running here of the trucks. And definitely. And like you said, no, yeah, your eyes aren't deceiving you. You had Denny Hamlin out here, Parker Klingerman, some of the NASCAR regulars, and you can see a lot of those guys along with the great guys here from the Sim500 series out here every Sunday night. They're going to have a Joe Gibbs Invitational, and you can check it out on Joe Gibbs Racing Facebook. Every Sunday night, it's going to be a short series here on the winter series. Going to be something interesting, man, to see and watch. Definitely going to look forward to watching it myself. Maybe I'll get a chance maybe to come out and to maybe call one of the races or help them call one of them throughout the series. We'll just have to see. But tonight, I want to appreciate Joey and the guys at Sim500 for letting me come over here and call this race. And I do their races on Monday night here at OSR Network for the Sim500. And starting in February, we'll be, or actually March, excuse me. On Wednesday nights, we'll be doing the truck series, so it'll be awesome to see. As a Trans Service there is going to be the title sponsor for the Monday night money series with the Cup Cars Gen 6 series on Monday nights. Those guys are going to be bringing it on Wednesday nights. They're going to be also bringing this thing to you from with the WCIparts.com truck series on Wednesdays. That's all stuff heading into 2018. Good run up front. You got Justin Fuller, still got that 20 though. Brian Macklin all over his back deck lid there, just chomping at the bit to see what he can do. But that's going to bring a lap down machine of Jose Gonzalez. Jose's going to hope for a caution out here because those guys in front of him have already taken their pit stop. So Jose was going to hope maybe for a caution here. He's going to get a good run and maybe hold with these guys there for a little bit because he's got the draft along with them. Tim Matthews about 7 seconds off the pace. So it's a two-truck race right now between the two up front with 13 to go. They got about 7.9 seconds from that man sitting in the third place. Now he has help. He's got the 15 of Bobby Maiden back there. Chris Caboo is back there along with him. And they've also got the 111 of James McKee. He's out there. So if those four trucks could get hooked up, they might be able to cut into that deficit. I just don't know if they've got enough time to get it done. You see the lap times between the top two, boy, they are just bad fast out there. 50.448 for Justin, 50.445 there for Brian up front. And you got Tim Matthews right behind them with Chris Caboo. Oh, truck's around. Tim Matthews is around. They hang on to it. Well, that was a good driving job from Chris Caboo in the 54, but that could have been disastrous waiting to happen right there as he got into the back end of him. Oh, so slightly. The 54 had to check up. Well, that puts us back up front here. You got these two trucks. They are stuck together like hot glue coming out of turn number 2, heading down the back stretch here at Talladega Super Speedway. Justin Fuller up front, Brian Macklin right there behind them, Bobby Nelson sitting there in third. That makes it up back there. They got a little scary back there as James is right there, falls in the back behind the 15 machine. Tim Matthews loses a draft along with Chris Caboo. Then you go back here with Jonathan Goodell, who was back in 7th. Steve Gottschalk, he's got the Nerf machine. He's back in 8th. Jason Swan there in 9th. And Brian Workman, look at that. He's been able to pull that thing up there in the 10th place spot. Looking good so far. So that's a 4-truck race right there as their nose to tail for position. 10 laps to go here at Talladega for the Sim500 Midnight Series. Midnight Thunder Series, I think is what they say they call it. Here in the trucks. Been a very good race so far. Let's go on back here. 55, William. They started with 55 laps. Joe Hudson right there. Got that trans service machine looking good. KC Duncan, he's the one behind him. A couple lap cars, trucks right there help him out. The 75 of Rex Nelson and EJ O'Rourke, who was several laps down, was right there behind him. Got to take it back to KC Duncan, who's got Chad Cole on his back end. And Nicholas Caldwell, well, he's out there a lonely, lonely man running around here. Rex Nelson's got help. Matthew Wassenbach, a little bit of damage in the 007 machine. Jose Gonzalez, who was running up front, just got caught a lap down. No help. Stefan, excuse me, right there in the 18th. And EJ O'Rourke, he's looking good. Chad Coleman, and unfortunately right there, then you got Paul Nicholas Cooper out of the race. Parker Klingerman's out of the race. Don Roberts, he's still running with 13 laps down. Jason Keisner, Brian Daly, Denny Hamlin, Austin Yarborough, they're all out of this race so far. Hate to see that on their end. Now let's take it back up front, because at some point that man behind him in that 30 has got to think about trying to bring it to the front. He's going to have no help to go and take this lead away, but it won't take away from the fact that he is glued all the way to the back deck lid of that man. Wow, what a run. And look at that view right there as we ride along, just to show you how close he is to the man in front of him. I mean, he could get out there and grab him some of the popcorn off the back deck lid of the leader, Justin Fuller, right now. I mean, you got to look. These guys, man, are definitely doing everything in their power. It's just you got to set him up just right. He's going to get a good run on him. Problem is he going to be able to get a good enough run to be able to pull around him and be able to actually run this thing to the front? That's going to be the question. That question is going to be answered here soon. Now, two things. Obviously, last lap puts an end to it. If the yellow flag comes out with 5 to go, that puts an end to it. Well, 30 is still right there. of Brian Macklin. He's put himself in the position. If a caution comes now, that would definitely mix up everything. 5 laps to go and the caution comes out. No. Absolutely, William. There you go. I definitely will remember your name. Awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, the 51, gets a little wiggly. Justin Fuller up front. He got Brian all over his back end. I think that's what he's going to have to do. Maybe shake him up just a little bit. Want to be kind of careful because the problem is they're running about 190 mile an hour nose to tail heading into turn 1, and they have broke away from the 3rd place man. As far as I know, Steven, Joey Katina, check them out on sim500.com. I believe they are for this series. They are definitely taking people for their February and whatnot. Got a lot of info coming on the website, so definitely tune in, check in there, send them a message. Awesome running right now. As that man 6 to go. When they cross the line with 5 to go, if a caution flies at this point, it's over with. And at 30, he's got to know it. So he's got to be able to set him up. And I think he's going to try to maybe a slingshot with the last laps. Justin Fuller, the one good thing about it right now, heading into turn 1. Whoa, look at the 30. He is trying everything he possibly can. Maybe looking at the right way to do it. If he can get a run going in, keep that thing cool, and get a run coming out of the turn, he might be able to pull enough draft coming down the bad stretch here. If they can hook up with some of these trucks up here, that actually might help Justin Fuller as they're coming up on a couple lap down machines up front. That actually can help them or hurt them if they get up there near them. The 30 would hope to maybe grab a draft off the back end of one of them and slingshot his way around the 51. They come out of turn 4. They'll come through the tri-oval right here to complete this lap. Will be 4 to go. Well, he is stuck up underneath the bumper of the 51, the leader out front here, who has 11-second lead over the 3rd place Bobby Maiden and that 15 machine. Well, green flag stops have definitely mixed this one up front. They're going around the 00 there, Matthew Wazenbach. And the 30 is searching. He's searching everywhere he possibly can to try to find an opening to get around this 51. Just very hard when you don't have help behind you. Maybe back off just a little bit and try to slingshot it around. In the old day, he could definitely take it up high. Thing about it is, too, folks, he doesn't need much, but here he goes, high side, 3 laps to go. They're going door to door. The 30's making his move out of turn 4. Well, there we thought about it, side by side as they'll come to the line. He doesn't need to be there, but he takes it that time around. Brian Macklin led that lap, and that's all he needs to win this one. They will go side by side. They'll get very close. They touch coming out of turn 2. Justin Fuller in that 51, 30 machine there. Brian tucks back behind him again as they head down the back stretch here. They'll come into turn number 3. There'll be 2 to go this time. All right, good deal, Ed. Awesome. Well, there you go, Steven. Looks like about 13 spots are open for the Monday night. So not Ed Burrell said that, so I haven't heard anything from Joey Katina. Like I say, send him a message. As we're crossing the line, there's going to be 2 to go this time by heading into the tri-oval. Justin Fuller saw that 30 was able to get alongside of him, and he led that 1 lap. That's all he needs is to lead the lap, is definitely just to come across the line and be right there on him. It's going to be awesome. The 30 looks on the inside. Justin Fuller almost clipped him. That could have been disastrous for him if he would have cut the nose off of the 30 there, Brian. Brian is doing everything he possibly can. 51 of Justin Fuller. Look at the drive he gets heading into turn 3. He'll get a drive, and the 51's trying everything he can to hang on to it. They'll come across the line. There'll be a white flag out this time by for one more time around the super speedway here of Talladega Super Speedway, that is, folks, as that man in the 51 machine, he'll come across the line to try to lead this one. They come out of the tri-oval. They are sitting nose to tail, single file. One more time around here. White flag in the air. They head off into turn 1. That 30, he's going to back off to try to get a drive. Coming into turn 3 to maybe get a shotgun run on him if he possibly can. Coming down the back stretch here. He's going to close in a hurry, but Justin Fuller's definitely going to try to do the block. He does. All the way down to the line. He blocked him. Well, they are close. He coming in turn 3. They're mixing it up. Does he have enough to get on the outside at a turn number 3, at a turn 4 for the final time? The 30 goes high. Justin Fuller's trying to do everything he can. They're side by side at a turn 4 into the tri-oval. It is a drag race. They wreck. 51's around. Is he going to cross the line? I don't know who's going to get it, but the 30, holy cow, is going to win this one in a thriller of a race coming out to the line. We got to go back and watch that one more time. Coming out of turn number 4, contact was made. Watch this. They were beating and grinding and going into the tri-oval. Contact, and he was pushing that machine out the way and luckily held on to the 30 machine to limp it across the line. Your winner here tonight, the 30 of Brian Macklin, pulls this thing off in a thriller of a win here. Wow. Wow and wow. There's your results, folks. Brian Macklin brings it home. Justin Fuller in second. James McGee right there in third. Bobby Maiden fourth. Jason Swan fifth. Brian Wortman in 6th, bringing up at 6. Wow. Chris Caboose 7th. Tim Matthews in 8th. Jonathan Cadell 9th. Steve Gottschalk in 10th. Joe Hudson 11th. KC Duncan 12th. Chad Cole 13th. Nicholas Codworth 14th. Rex Nelson 15th. Stefan Paul Nicholas Cooper, he's in 21st. Don Roberts right there 22nd. Parker Klingerman 23rd. Jason Kaiser 24th. Brian Daly 25th. Bobby Wetzel 26th. Denny Hamlin 27th. Austin Yarborough 28th. Jonathan Lockhart 29th. Stevie Minson rounds at the 30. Cody Welker right there 31st. And Jeff Ryan at 32nd. Man, what a finish to an awesome race here. Want to appreciate it, everybody. And like I say, tune in this Sunday on Joe Gibbs Racing Facebook page. These boys, man, are going to do it. You're going to see a lot of some of the Joe Gibbs Racing NASCARs along with a lot of the Sim500 guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed that as much as I enjoyed calling it. Till then, everyone, I appreciate y'all coming out. Exciting race, folks. That was an exciting race. I got a lot of the battles, but I saw them up front. I was on them when they came across, had a turn 4, and they wrecked each other.